Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at lists, we'll be making a deep dive into lists, and as you can see, this is just the skeleton of Flutter Hub. So without wasting much time, if you are new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's get started. So first we create a list called items, and here we just add numbers 1 to 9. Alright, and then in our children we'll be having our list view builder here. So I'll delete those stuffs like in the children of our list, and I'll add our own. So here we'll have also deleting the floating action button on pressed function. Alright, we just did that to remove errors. Here we'll have a list view builder, and for our item builder, okay, for our item count we have items.length, that's the length of the list we created, and for our item builder we have a context and index. So here we'll return a list style which will contain our item. So here we'll have our title, which is a text, and to be item index, that's the index of each item. And because there is a number, so we'll have the toString method. Now if you run it, we'll see we have errors like an overflow error. Why? Because we are using a scrollable inside another scroll, that's a list view inside the column. So to remove that, we'll change shrink wrap to true. Now if you check it, you can see our numbers. Oh, and this is looking weird, is in the center, so we remove the center widget, and if we save it, so and if we save it, it's fresh, looks cool right now. So in the floating action button, we'll add a function now, and for the tooltip we'll have shuffle, because we want to shuffle the arrangement of the items in the list. So here inside the onPress function we are called set state, and we have items.shuffle. And if I save this and I press the button, you can see it is shuffling the numbers in our list tiles. In the list tiles, it is shuffling them. Alright, and that is one method we can call on our list. Let's look at other things we can use. So let's have a training, and we'll have an icon button. If you take an icon, and we'll have icons.delete. Okay, and then we need an onPressed function, because this is a button and buttons are meant to be pressed. We have set state again, and you have items.remove at the index. Alright, add the comma up there, and saving this, you can remove the item from the list, the one we delete, we can remove. Don't worry if we restart, we get our list back. Alright, so I've seen the delete method. Let's also see another method where we can add to our list, and here we have an elevated button with an unpressed and a child. So the text here will be add items, and the unpressed will have a show dialog function, but not yet, so we'll just create the button for us to see first. And now we have the show dialog function, which will take a context and a builder. We don't know how to show a dialog before, then we are learning how to do one now. So the builder will take a context and then it will return something. So what do you want to return? You want to return an alert dialog. Alright? And the alert dialog will take a title of text called, we'll say add items, and then in our content we'll have a text field, and we'll have a decoration because we want to show hint. So have decoration, we take input decoration and then int text, which will be add input item. So let's make that a constant. And our text field, we need a controller so that we're able to control the text in the text field, the input we're having in the text field. So let's create our controller up here. Text editing controller equals to text editing controller. Okay, so now we have the controller, we have what we need, and then we need an action in the alert dialog, and then we have button in the action which we add to the list. But let's just complete, let's remove the errors first. Have a constant of text and to be add item, and the unpressed, let's just make it, let's navigator.pop so that we remove the show dialog. And now if I save and see, it should remove the item, it should remove the dialog. So let's create the functions inside. So we still have a set state to be items.add, then here we have controller.text. If I save this, we press this and add our item 12. You can see 12 has been added to the list. 13 has been added to the list. Okay, so also you can see that when we open our dialog, we still have our text inside. We want to remove the text after adding to the item, so we have controller.clear, and now you can see 13 has been added, and it has cleared in the dialog. button. Now the function was placed at the wrong place, but we'll still fix it. We'll still fix it as the lesson continues. So change an elevated button. Let's also check another method we can use with our list. An empty function for now, and we'll have a text again. It should be clear list. So set state again. You can see we are using a lot of set state here. Why? We are in a stateful widget and we have access to the set state. And now if you press, you can see list add items dot clear. So let's add space. Let's add some space between the first and the second button. Save and that's one. So we can see the position where I have the item dot clear is actually clearing it. The controller dot clear is clearing it before adding the item. So it should also be in our set state. Yes, exactly under the item add. And now it will add the item before clearing the controller. We can see there. Let's delete the empty ones. And now if you press the clear all the lists have been cleared. You can start adding manually from here now. 12. You can add as many number as you want. I'm sure we all understand some of the functions we can use on our list now. If we have any question, you can put it in the comment below. And I'll see you in the next lesson.